Hello Dr. Mughrabi, my name is Jad Fayad and this is my individual video submission. I really wanted to start by thanking you for this great semester and the great stock track tournament that we had. I was afraid of investing, especially with the ongoing economic crisis that Lebanon is currently facing. But I feel like the exercise really gave me a very practical example of how to do it correctly and gave me the tool and the knowledge to use it for my future endeavors. So, the general goal that was set by our team was to try to create a well-diversified portfolio and make it robust in these very unusual times in order to beat the benchmark that was set for us. All of us went and conducted our own research, and my interest was piqued at the global ongoing chip shortage crisis. As a quick summary, there has been a big imbalance between the demand and the supply of integrated circuits, having a lot of consequences on the entire market and making problems in hundreds of industries. I tried to capitalize on said crisis. The initial logical thought was for me to start investing in chip companies like Nvidia and AMD. First, Nvidia has been arguably the biggest chip company in the world and has had tremendous and great revenues for the past years. Additionally, it has even greater expectations, which really encouraged me to invest a lot in the company. I was rewarded by that and was able to generate a 9% return on my investment. As for AMD, what really put it on my radar was the fact that it had just landed the CPU contract for PS5. Additionally, the CEO of the company had great expectation for his company and had great hopes for it in the future, which really encouraged me, and we invested in it, and we were able to generate a 15% return, which is even greater than Nvidia, but in this case, we had invested a little bit less. So, with these great returns, I was able to convince the rest of my teammates to go up the supply chain in order to make the most out of this ongoing chip shortage crisis. For semiconductor supplier, the entire process was a bit different. It didn't really matter if Nvidia was doing well or if AMD was doing well. We knew we would be able to generate some sort of revenue or return if we invested in semiconductor companies because everyone goes back to the supplier. So, at first, I invested in the biggest semiconductor supplier, that is ASML, and we were able to do a mild return with a 1% return, and that was not very rewarding, but I went and found other semiconductor suppliers like ENTG, and the ENTG on the contrary was able to generate great revenues with a 15% return, and that was very beneficial to our portfolio. Additionally, I found TSM. Contrary to popular belief, people think that it is like the direct competitor of Nvidia, but it's really not. It's more of a helping hand, and it was a great addition to our portfolio, allowing us to get returns of 4%, which was cemented it as a successful decision. Finally, my decision to invest in QuantumScape or QS was arguably the best decision that I took during the entirety of the 8 weeks tournament. Allow me to explain. It's a lithium battery manufacturer and a research company, and its growth is directly tied to the growth of EVs. And with EVs in a boom right now, we were able to generate a whopping 60% return on our investment, which was so rewarding because that was the greatest return that I was able to generate. Additionally, I tried to invest in DAC, and it's the greatest owner of ship containers. And with the ongoing crisis, I expected it to grow, but unfortunately my hopes didn't materialize, and we had to face a 5% decrease in our return. Dr. Mughrabi, this has been a pleasure, and I will be keeping the knowledge that I got from this exercise for the entirety of my professional career. Thank you so much.